Hello, everybody. Today I would like to give you a kind of overview of BodyGraph.io. For this, I will go back to the homepage where you would arrive, so to say, if you use BodyGraph.io for the first time or if you return to it. So first of all, here we have this top navigation bar. Here's some interesting things. I will come to this in a bit. But most people will come to this homepage, to my homepage, because they want to generate a chart. So obviously you put some stuff in here, for example, we make a test. We make test here. That's good. We make, let's say, Paris. Let's say here, maybe in Canada even. We make the 22nd of, let's say, August 1987. The birth time is 1650. I don't know. And then it's important to put an email address. So let's say you make some test email. And then you need to click this little button here. Don't worry, your data will never be sold or shared or whatever. This is just for some internal statistics and, of course, to send you every now and then a nice email with some updates. Then you click View My Chart, and then it takes a moment. And then, first of all, this new feature, you have now stuff here. You can test it, you can save it, you can change it. You go back, you can change stuff, you can delete it, you can create a new one, and you will have this amazing feature of download report. When you click this on the web browser, what happens is you will have a PDF that will look like this. Amazing. This is free, by the way. And then here there's these two new things. You will have a personal illustrated gates report available to purchase or to unlock, and the type and authority human design library. It's the first of a series. I want to do a lot more, but first of all, let's start with type and authority because it's the most important for you to start your experiment. When you scroll down, you have your chart. It's refined because I put now also this little aspects here, tone and color, that you can see it. It looks a bit more nice and structured and clean. The first thing that most people don't know is you can hover over the centers, okay? So here, okay, head center, not self-question. Am I trying to answer everybody else's question? The head is the center of inspiration, pressure to think and to question. In your case, not consistent. So, okay, this is interesting. You can hover here and you will have some tooltip information. You will also have this with channels. You can hover here. This is a channel. This is the channel of the money line, the sign of a materialist. This is the tribe's solitary voice and expresses its authority and will to survive on the material plane as a hierarchy. Gather, protect, and educate the tribe so that it survives. It's interesting. You have these possibilities to hover here and get some information. If you use the web browser on mobile, it will work soon, but it's a bit, it's not the finest of how it works because you need to click and click away again. So this page is really not made for mobile version. This is, if you are on a computer, it's perfect. Also, this is a bit different here now. I structured it a bit more different, that it's easier to read. First of all, you have your private information here, birth date, birthplace, and then design day. This is where your body has birthday, so to say. Then you type aura, definition, strategy, not self-theme. Sometimes you see something like this where it has red underneath. You can click on it and you will come to some informations that you can read about it, or a video. It's not for everything, but every now and then I will put something that you will have some more insights in this and can learn if you like to. This is for the first lines, if you know what I mean. So this is some information, also the profile, inclination cross. You will have dietary regimen, environment, design cognition. I made this red, so you know that this is the red side. This can be found here in this aspect. In this case, it's taste open, it's cave selective, and we have smell cognition. The same perspective, motivation, personality sense, trajectory. This is another block. This is the right side here. And then it's also the channels that are here in a little list. If you maybe want to copy them, it's like, oh, look, I have those channels. Because sometimes it can be tricky to see all of those in here. So it's easier to see them here. That we have the 2034. There is also the keynotes, charisma, and the next keynote, a design where awareness must become deed. 2644, and so on. This is like a little list for you. Also, again, which centers are open, which centers are defined. This, by the way, is if you want to have your own chart calculator like me on your homepage, you can click here, you can get it there. You will have a free trial time for it, I guess. So you can click here and you can get your own human design chart calculator for your homepage. And if you click and do it over this link, it's an affiliate link, you will support my page and my efforts with this too. By the way, here on the bottom, you see also this little mark here. When you click on this, you will get to the coffee page. This is the coffee page, and you can, if you like, send me a message and donate something one time, monthly, however you wish. Highly appreciated, because all of this is free for you. But after all, I need to pay the domain, the server. I put all my work inside of here, all hours and hours, to give you all this beautiful information. So this is the main function here. Obviously, you can also send me an email and you will have access to the Facebook page. If you like, come to the Facebook page, give it a follow, give it a like, maybe share a comment. But then you will see there's two different navigation bars. Obviously here, you get back to the main page when you click on this little house here, chart. Transit, when you click here, you will have possibility to see the live human design transit. And on my page, on Bodygraph.io, you also see the possible transference for you, because, for example, if you have a second color motivation right now, you can feel that you would be dragged into transference, into being hopeful and whatnot. Also, this has this aspect of the tooltip function. So perfect if you like that, you can use it here too. For sure, if you, you just refresh the page and then the transit chart is refreshed, you will always see the date and the time over the chart. The next little tab here is basics. Basics is really the basics. I have some illustrations, there's some text. You can also book a reading with me here. There is more articles. You can really investigate and learn a lot. I tried to make some illustrations. This is also this was part of the last email I wanted to share with you, because most people didn't even see this, They had no idea that this exists. So if you're into this, you can read it here or on the Substack page where you received this email. And then we have statistics. Often it happens that it looks like this. Don't worry, you just refresh the page and then it loads and you see this is an interactive visualization of human design chart data based on real birth data generated via Bodygraph.io. This is where your data is used, so to say, to display some independent statistics. For example, here you see it's over 15,000 charts. Real charts have been put into this. I need to do this manually by hand. I'm not some coding crack who can automate this yet. So all this data comes. Obviously, sometimes it's doubles and I need to delete it, and But now we know there's 33.6% of generators, 24.7% projectors. That's a bit different than the numbers we receive from Ra Uru Hu or Human Design official places. And the beautiful thing about this is, maybe you wonder how many projectors actually are emotional. You can click on this and then it automatically shows you, dependent on this field that you clicked. You see that it's highlighted and the rest is kind of grayed out. And now you can see, 37.9% of projectors are emotional and 35.5% are splenic. And then you see all the projectors. When you look at all projectors, the most of them are a 5-1 profile. Interesting. And the least of them have a 4-1 profile. Makes sense so far. But what about all the manifestors who have ego manifested authority? It looks different. Most ego manifestors have a 6-2 profile and the least is a 2-5. It's like you cannot do a little research here. I thought it's interesting to play with this and to make your own research if you like. The next thing I want to show you is obviously donate. We already checked this. This is the Ko-fi page. You can donate something. Here we have service. Service means you can get a reading. You can book a reading here. It's just, this is me. Basic reading. If you are like, what the hell am I looking at? If I look at my chart, like, what is this stuff here? You can book a reading. Super simple. The news page, this is just updates, if you're interested, if you're like a nerd or geek who really wants to know, okay, what did Thales do on the homepage? You can see it here. There's all the updates. I started at one point, 2 years after the page was already released, I started to write those updates publicly because I thought it's interesting for the people to know, you know. So here every now and then there will be an update. This update is already long time ago, I guess 2 weeks already. But yeah, I don't work on it every day because there's right now not much to do. I work in the background on some things, but for this you will receive an email and here it will be updated too. Then a very beautiful thing, the Rave Mandala. This is an interactive Rave Mandala. You can see I can hover over here. It gets red. It says click on a gate. So let's say your personality gate is 32. This is the gate of continuity. You will see the hexagram, you will see the Chinese symbol for it, the gate of continuity. Then the subtitle, the only thing which endures is change. The harmony is 54. And you will see the harmony is marked here. So you will already see the harmony in the Rave Mandala. The harmony means the opposite gate from this gate in the body graph, you know. And you will see the opposition in the wheel that is here, that's easier to see. You see, 42 is the opposition, and now you see 3 gates activated in this Rave Mandala right now through color codes. And you know, it's kind of, you can explore the wheel because there will be some interesting facets. For example, here, you know, we have a lot of harmony gates. Interesting. Or what about the 34? The 34 has this weird thing, this color coding, because it's harmony and opposition at the same time. Also, this is just, you know, version 1. If you feel like, Thales, can you maybe add this and that? It would be so nice. Let me know, you know, just write a comment on the Substack here and maybe I can edit. So those are those things here. And the Rave Mandala up here. Now books. Obviously, this is some products and books you can buy. You can support me. This is a brilliant course I recorded 2 years ago. It's 20 hours long, very dense, deep dive. It teaches you everything about how to read your human design chart. It's not about becoming an analyst, but it's really giving you a lot of insight in how to read your own design. And it's a pretty fair price. Also some interesting books that you might like. You can check them out. Also here, calculator. This is more information about the affiliate link. If you want to have your own calculator, you can see a bit more information here and can click on the link here. For the audio library function, I have a little text that you see what you actually get, because a few moments ago I couldn't really put text here. Now it's possible. So this is a new update. Finally, we have text here, a little description. And the last thing is the FAQ. FAQ is just a lot of stuff that, you know, gets asked. How do I generate my design chart? Okay, you can put it here. What is the statistics section? Support feedback, found an error, blah, blah, blah. All of this stuff is here. And now I would like to ask you, is there something that you miss on this page? You know, would you think, I would really like to have this, or this could be added, and so on. I give you one example that I'm actually already working on a bit, and I would like to know if you like this, if you would want this. Please, let's leave a comment, you know. Leave a comment on this video here on Substack. And the thing that I was thinking about is, would it be cool to have another little page integrated in here where you can see famous people for all the aspects: generators, manifestors, reflectors, projectors, you know, 1-3 generators, emotional generators, that you have some kind of overview of people. Like, interesting. She or he is also a projector. She or he is also an emotional generator. Would this be interesting for you? Obviously, with a link that you can get to the chart, because, you know, by the way, this is my chart. You have a link up here in the browser. Let me see if I can show you this. And this link you can copy and send to your friend, and they will see your chart. Another thing that most people didn't know. You can really share your chart with the people. You don't always need to download your report, but it's good to download it. You know, you have your PDF. That's all you need. But that's beautiful, you know. So let me know, comment, like this post. Let me know what you think. And I wish you happy studying and checking the charts of your family, your friends, your beloved ones, your ex-partners or whatever. And have a good one. Ciao, ciao.